I think that's why 360 was so great, because you got so much.
The old games are art.
And I can't afford any new consoles, so people make fun of me.
The more I play on my Xbox 360 in 2025, the more I wonder, why are people still here? Why are these old games on this old console still somewhat alive? So I decided to go straight to the source and ask the players themselves. I grabbed my old headset, got a fresh drink of Mountain Dew, and hopped right into these public lobbies. And let me tell you, I came across some interesting gamers with quite the stories. I also interviewed a couple of content creators to get their take, adding an extra layer of nostalgia to the mix. So without further ado, let's go find and talk to some players and hear why the Xbox 360 era meant so much to them.
Like and subscribe now. My dad works for Microsoft.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start off a bit light, and as we work our way up the video, the conversations are only gonna get better and better. But this first one was kind of a funny one with some like trash talking on Black Ops 1, and yeah.
Beer stand, bro. Just go spraying with LMG with taking full bullets, like full mags.
I thought that was just
Never
me.
get knifed.
Got that double health.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even double health, bro. This guy had like fucking unlimited. Like I shot him up with multiple mags.
Fight my colossal metal ass!
Damn. Come on, man. Gotta be hacking, bro. It's 2025.
Yo, beer stand. Don't be using that God mode class. Bullshit, bro.
Don't quit using yours, motherfucker.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What are you talking about, bro? 19 and 16, you fucking idiot. 19 and 16.
Uno reversed you. Are you playing on an Xbox 360, Dunner?
I'm playing on Series X right now.
Damn.
It's like I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about, bro.
I'm assuming you played Black Ops 1 back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're acting like I fucking new to this. I'm 25 turning 26.
I'm just going around like asking people like why they play like old games, let alone old consoles still, despite them like, you know, being like 15 years old at this point.
Yeah, like technically I'm playing still on the Series X. I do play the 360 sometimes.
Hell yeah. Like, is there a reason why you're playing like a 360 game on a Series X? Obviously because it's like a good one, you know, but like does it have like some sort of different comparison towards like modern gaming or like modern consoles compared to like 15 years ago?
I would say that I'm playing this basically because this is my first Call of Duty, so there's a lot of nostalgia there.
Yeah.
There's a good
Kiwi on the way.
in the life that kind of ties into nostalgia.
Enemy
I
jamming our radar.
Kind of put into this game in terms of like details.
Enemy spy plane incoming.
The graphics aren't comparable, but
Victory is near.
kind of
Keep
get that
fighting.
aesthetic, that feel, that aura, or whatever you want to call it, the vibe from the game. You go and you look at campaign, they try to tie in real life stuff. Now you look at the new COD, they kind of did that, but a lot less of a straight shooter, you can call it.
Yeah, bro, I stopped buying Call of Duty's fucking 2022, the second Modern Warfare. After that, I was just like, nah. I was just done with Call of Duty, honestly. I just reverted back to these old CODs.
Well, skill-based matchmaking is a thing too, but that's not.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Fucking helicopter.
GG's.
23 and 2. Really?
Wow. Holy crap, I just unmuted him. Yo, he's blasting it.
Yo, fear stand. No,
23 and
no
2.
cap, bro.
Really?
You can't be calling people out, bro. Going 2 and 17.
Yeah,
2
really.
and 17, dog.
Dude, how do you have so much
Fear
you
stand.
played that long?
It's all from my savings.
To me,
How do you have all that money, dude?
I hop in one team tactical party to get like more cash, to get gold guns. This guy's like calling me out like I'm hacked.
Bro, honestly, bro, max prestige lobbies and all that, I don't really have a problem with those. As long as people don't like cheat in the game, it's all Gucci.
That's what I'm saying. I just wanted a couple gold guns. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I got 200k left over. This guy's suspicious of me.
Would you say Black Ops 1 is your favorite COD?
Yeah, Honda.
Nice.
BO2 is a close second.
Yeah, I fuck with Black Ops 1 more than 2, honestly.
Well, especially like it aged better.
Yeah. Honestly, hot take to many, My favorite COD is Modern Warfare 3. That shit's like underrated as hell, in my opinion.
Like Sledgehammer?
Yeah, I guess so. It's more just a game, honestly. Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops 1 probably for me.
I think it's why it's not a common pick is because it was just like the third installment, and then W2 is pretty close in terms of the same kind of game. Modern Warfare 3 was more catered to the newer player base. I feel like Black Ops 1, just with like the campaign, was kind of trying to feed both. Modern Warfare 3 had a great multiplayer. Did you play a lot of the campaign?
Yeah, the campaign was great. I'm not really a single player player, or at least back then. But yeah, like Call of Duty campaigns are just crazy. Like the OG ones.
Yeah. Let's go.
Damn.
Let's fucking go.
What
you
a
guys
comeback.
Carried. Holy shit. I saw us coming back. I didn't even want to say shit. I was like, no fucking way.
Gotta lock in.
Yeah, Dirt Nasty. How do you have that much money, bro?
I'm muting him.
35 days
I'm
played.
muting him.
What a funny guy, huh?
Good old Call of Duty. Some mild shit talking with the side of a good conversation. This really does make me feel like I'm back in the day with the amount of mics there are in game chat. But nonetheless, I did enjoy my conversation with Dunner. I then messaged him to say thank you as we parted ways. Alright, this next interview is a pretty fucking rare one. This was actually my first one that I recorded. I decided to just play CastleMiner Z at like 9:30 p.m. on a Monday, I believe. And I actually found someone playing. But the problem was, I wasn't able to join. It was giving me errors. But eventually, I did. And I reached out via Discord since he didn't have a mic, unfortunately. Yo.
Yo,
What's up, bro? I don't know. I just thought it was pretty crazy to find someone playing CastleMiner Z at this time on the 360.
yeah, no, I actually just like randomly thought about it today and I started playing it.
Hell yeah, bro. How long have you been playing the Xbox 360? Like, are you new or have you been playing it for like quite some time now?
Oh yeah, quite some time. I first played it probably in 2010, 2011 when I was a little kid.
Damn.
And this isn't even like my original account. Like I had another one that I had as a kid that I had up until like 2014.
Damn, so you lost it in like 2014?
Yeah,
Damn, sorry to hear that.
it's all good.
What were your like favorite games playing growing up on the 360?
I would definitely say Halo Reach, Castle Crashers, and I also played a lot of GTA on here.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Castle Crashers I never really played a lot. I just started playing it last year. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good beat 'em up game.
Yeah. I grew up on a lot of Battle Block Theater compared to Castle Crashers.
Oh yeah, I remember I beat the insane mode on there one time.
Nice. I've still yet to this day never beat that whole game. Is there a specific reason why you still play on the Xbox 360 in 2025? Like, is there just something about the era or the console, the games itself, that just make you play this old, broken console?
It's really just like the era, yeah. Just have like a lot of good memories on here.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like such a different type of era growing up, especially like games like CastleMiner Z. It was like so shitty, but it made it a good game.
Yeah,
It was simple. We didn't need no like microtransactions, no battle pass, no any of that.
kind of what I admire about like the simplicity of like games for this era is that like sure some of them were like pushing like graphical fidelity. Like there are some like nice games even for its time. Like I'd say some of the COD games have always had like this really good fidelity to them. It wasn't just so much about the graphics so much as style,
Yeah.
which I think was like kind of a good thing because if you had to rely more on style than like a lot of games, they would offer something different because of that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I was just recently playing Perfect Dark Zero on the 360, and it's like you could tell it was like not graphically advanced, but for the time it was like revolutionary, and I rather that than like playing like, I don't know, Black Ops 6. How technologically advanced the graphics are, it's almost like you're playing a movie. I miss how like video games, when they felt like video games and looked like them too.
Right. Oh shit.
I guess this is like kind of like a follow-up question, kind of what you just answered, but last question I wanted to ask was, What about the Xbox 360 and like the games like CastleMiner Z that made it so special and memorable, like even 20 years later?
I guess one lesser part to it is like the community, because there's a lot of like people, even though I don't talk to them, I'll just remember like random times where like I had like a good experience with someone on here. Like I remember there's this one guy who, even though I never had a mic to speak to him, he was always like hella fun to play with. Like he would like help me get stuff in this game. I would say like that has been like a huge part of it, but then also just like I did say before, like there was something unique about them that like games nowadays don't really do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Halo, like they emphasize community.
Yeah.
They focus more on the competitive scenes in a lot of games, like not just Halo, but like COD and other like FPS games. None of them really focus towards the casual audience, which I think more games should do, because I feel like competitive play should come later. Casual should be put first to some degree.
Yeah, I agree there. Like it's more about like appealing to the masses in a way of trying to keep people focused and just whatever makes the most money for the game and the company itself. But going back to your point before, I really do agree with the community aspect. I remember I used to play with one of my old homies. His name was Tiger Shark. It was kind of like your situation. I had a mic, but he never had a mic, and we would play Modern Warfare 3 for like quite a few months. We became pretty good friends. I ended up buying him a mic just to talk, and I shipped it to his house, and yeah, bro, we ended up talking and just becoming homies. In this day and age, like modern gaming and just the communities itself, I feel like it's more of a disconnected connection. You know, it's either we just run a couple rounds and that's it. I find it's not like the Xbox 360 area where you could just go in a lobby and make like 2, 3, 5 friends.
Yeah.
You know, times have definitely changed.
I always thought they should have kept like avatars integral in some way to the Xbox experience.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, in a sense, like VR chat. Like you have like this universal avatar that you can just use.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I reckon players would like appreciate that more. It's like, who wouldn't want to customize their character on a console? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Xbox and other consoles has just become more services rather than a gaming console.
Yeah, that was definitely like when they made like the Xbox One. That like mindset is like where the disconnect between like the 360 and like now really came in, because their mindset just like completely changed.
Yeah. I ended up playing with younger EQ for quite a bit, honestly, like about an hour after this. He gave me a bunch of guns, went to a biome with weird lobster aliens, and had a pretty good time, not gonna lie. I'm very, very surprised I captured this, finding a random player on CastleMiner Z at 10 p.m. in 2025. Nice meeting you, and thank you once again, bro.
Yeah, it's nice playing with you.
Nice playing with you, man. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Peace.
Peace out.
Alrighty, next up, I interviewed a handful of content creators within the Xbox 360 community, and I thought it'd be pretty interesting to not only include them in the video, but to get their in-depth opinions and thoughts regarding their Xbox 360 experience and the state of modern gaming. Big W, Mr. Jammin' Cat, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Hell yeah, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for taking your time out of your day for this.
No cheaters today, so.
Hell yeah. Weeding them out one by one.
Yeah, well, one by one's all you can do.
Exactly. So how long have you been playing on the Xbox 360? And how was your overall experience playing in its prime?
I'd say nostalgic and wholesome. I wasn't online much at the time, but I got an Xbox when Minecraft came out.
Hell yeah.
And then Black Ops 2, so I kind of got it at its prime, and once I got online, it was, the community around it was very social.
So you were just playing Minecraft and Black Ops 2 majority of the time online?
Yeah. For what I remember, there was a lot more socializing then than there was now.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely different back then compared to today.
Yeah, like nowadays they don't ship any mic out. You might get a Connect, but if they would just add a microphone back into it, I think it would revive gaming as a whole, social.
I agree. I feel like it's also a question of how society has changed as a whole. You know, everyone's in their private calls, and I feel like it's more sensitive in this day and age compared to like 15 years ago.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So as a content creator yourself, who's, you know, your content is majority of just cleaning out Black Ops 2 hackers that just ruined the game. What makes you stick to that that niche, though, that games in specifically? Like, is there something about that era or game that really sticks out compared to any other game? Because you could most likely do that in modern Call of Duties or modern games where there are hackers, like let's say Apex Legends, for example. You know, like what makes you stick to Black Ops 2 or that entire 360 era?
I would say it's the accessibility of it. The cheating on the 360 is much easier than the newer systems. But a lot of the newer systems, it's kind of a cat and mouse game where you gotta get hardware spoofs. It's mainly the accessibility of the cheats, but it kind of goes on both sides. The cheats are not only accessible for us on the modded Xboxes, but also for the regular user.
Like especially for Black Ops 2, like anyone can get a mod menu by just looking at a theater mode clip.
Yeah, and you don't really see that much in the other games, or not even Black Ops as much.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how easy it is to hack in an old game as such, you know?
Yeah, and all they have to do is turn off the theater mode, and that would solve the problem overnight, I think.
Yeah. Is it only a question of nostalgia that makes these games relevant or quote-unquote better than today's modern games and systems? Or were the games actually better? Were the communities actually better?
No, I think the gameplay loop of these older games was really built towards the gamer in mind. I feel like nowadays a lot of the games today are based and judged off of focus groups, in my opinion, who probably don't play mini games at all, with games like Fortnite popular as they are. Now, I think the focus group of today's gamers and who the developers are targeting aren't the same people that we were back in that time.
Yeah. Like, for example, like microtransactions weren't like as heavily pushed onto like the consumer side compared to like back in 15 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got some awesome glow-in-the-dark skins for like a couple bucks on Black Ops 2 back in the day. Now, for these pendants, like a camo and what's it called, an operator, that's like $40 Canadian nowadays.
Oh gosh, yeah,
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like $30 here just for the one skin. I think Microsoft lost the plot with the Xbox One and the Series system. I feel like when they made the 360, it was really tailored towards gamers.
Yeah.
Now it's all about trying to pump out games for Game Pass, or how much entertainment or time we can get people to be on the system.
Yeah. Mr. Jammin' Cat 21, thank you for your time and service on Black Ops 2.
Oh yeah, we'll be back on it.
Hell yeah.
You have a good one. I'll see you later.
You too, boss. Mr. Y Learn, thank you for your time.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Cole. This is actually my first time in like a shitty game chat like this in a long time, so it's very lovely to hear your very, very downgraded voice through the mic here.
The pinnacle experience of the 360.
There was nothing like it, was there?
So how long have you been playing on the Xbox 360, and how was your overall experience playing in its prime?
So, I was a 2009 Christmas noob. It was the year Modern Warfare 2 came out. I got the Xbox 360 from my parents, my grandparents. Then they got me Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2. And I originally wanted an Xbox to play Halo, right?
Yeah.
Halo 3 was like the hot game at the time. But then I just fell in love with MW2. It was just so crazy. Like, I was going for nukes. You know, I was trying hard. I eventually got into trick shotting, and that was like just the prime of gaming in my mind. Because then like Black Ops came out, and that was amazing. Modern Warfare 3 was amazing. Black Ops 2, and those times are just so much fun. I don't take those times for granted anymore, and I definitely get nostalgic about it from time to time. I'm also super happy we can still play these games 15 years later.
Exactly. Like, yo, the lineup that we had back then, like especially with Call of Duty and Halo's back-to-back bangers, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, like that was like an experience that you just had to be there, type of thing.
You had to be there. There's no other way to say it. Like, nobody goes in game chat anymore. Nobody's social.
Yeah.
Nobody's yelling. You know, nobody's dad works for Microsoft anymore. Like, it's,
oh man, yeah,
it sucks.
Definitely different times. And as a content creator yourself, where you know your niche is based off commentating over gameplay while giving life advice, why do you decide to stick with like these old games? I know you recorded a Fortnite gameplay once, but you predominantly record a lot of like OG COD, such as Modern Warfare 2 or Zombies. Is there something about that era or that generation that just clicks better than modern gaming?
Yeah, I'd say there's mainly two reasons. The first one would be, these are the games that give me nostalgia. I grew up on these. You know, I was in grade school and then high school when these games came out, and that was like super fun. Like, you know, you hang out with your boys at school, and then you come home, you top on Black Ops, you play some zombies, you do some trick shotting. So like the nostalgia factor of simpler times, I'd say, is number one. Number two, I like these games better. I don't like when I get into the modern Call of Duties, which I still somehow get tricked into buying every year. It's like there's the, you know, create a class, there's like 80 billion options and like 20 different red dot sites, which is just like, it's just stupid. I don't need that. And then skill-based matchmaking, I think, kind of ruins it too, because
yeah,
there's
definitely
no incentive to get good at the game, because then you're just going to be in lobbies that suck.
Yeah.
And as much as I hate to admit it, like Fortnite is like the game I have the modern game that I have the most fun on. But the new Call of Duties just don't scratch that itch for me. It's the old ones still get me going.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, honestly, Fortnite is honestly not that bad. I started playing that in 2017, and it's slowly starting to be somewhat like nostalgic. And it's a game that really does refresh a bit of memories, at least in a modern day and age. But yeah, I agree. The OG Call of Duty scene and the 360 scene back then is uncomparable to like modern Call of Duty, Activision, this new system of skill-based matchmaking. It's just totally 180'd.
Yeah, it's definitely like become a little bit of a cash grab, where there's like the art, like the old games are art. Like there was just kind of an art and simplicity to them, and the people who developed the games really cared about them. Now it's just like they remake the same thing with like different maps and a little bit different guns, and it just feels the same. And I don't like it. I haven't been a fan of it for a while. I'd say Warzone was probably the last time I had some level of fun with Call of Duty.
Yeah. I enjoyed Warzone until like every third person was a fucking hacker. Then I was like, I'm tired of this.
That was bad too.
Yeah, 3 people left, 2 people left. The guy's hacking. I was like, nah, I'm done with this, yo.
Yeah, can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah. Last question. It kind of ties into what we were just speaking about, but is it the only aspect of nostalgia that makes these games relevant or quote unquote better than today's modern games and systems, or were they actually better experiences than the 2000s/2000s era for a gamer to be thriving in?
Yeah, I think that could be a heavily debated topic. Are these games actually better, or are we just like
drowning in nostalgia?
Holding these games to such a high standard. Yeah. I think it's a little bit of both. Like I'm sure you'll talk to a lot of people, even some of my buddies included, who like didn't really grow up playing these games, and they like the new Call of Duties. Like they enjoy playing them, and I just don't like it. But that's just me. So I think nostalgia definitely clouds our vision. I mean, I would get extremely frustrated with these games sometimes. At the same time, like if you're not hitting trick shots, people aren't setting up for last. Remember, like it was chill.
Yeah.
Like someone would come out and they'd be like, "Oh, he's chill. He's not gonna kill us."
There's like this hidden code, hidden language.
Yeah. You shoot your USB 45 up in the air. That's like the hidden hidden code, at least as I remember. But there was times when I got super frustrated with these games too. So I think we tend to just idolize the good times, but it wasn't all perfect. If we had to go back and relive it, I think at the same time.
Yeah.
So the answer, in short, is it's both nostalgia and that they're better.
Yeah, I definitely believe it is subjective. You know, it also depends like how old people are as well. Like we're around our mid-20s, And yeah, we all grew up in different eras, you know. Some kids are growing up in today's Black Ops 6 era, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Missed out on a whole lot, but fucking, and we grew up on these OG CODs, Modern Warfare 2, and it's two, like, they're really two different worlds with, I guess, their own special touch. I do agree, it really is like subjective.
Yeah, I just hope they can turn it around, keep it new and fresh, because it just feels like the last 4 or 5 years, they just haven't done anything that's that fun. I briefly liked the prop hunts, and I briefly liked some of those Squid Games game modes I thought were interesting, just because I liked that series. But I don't know, aside from that, the game's just totally off. It just doesn't cater to our generation.
Yeah, I agree, man. Mr. Y Learn, thank you for your time once again, matey.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on. Excited to see the future of your channel and keep bringing nostalgia to all of us, because we need it.
Hell yeah, bro. As well as yourself, man, with the life advice and simple commentaries that you do. Always a vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck with everything.
Me too, man. hold up. Bloopers. Oh,
man, this is so wild.
It's so funny to hear you on the fucking mic like this.
This was like next gen shit like 15 years ago. I can't believe I lived my life thinking this was like the best. Like, I thought at this point, like, it'll never get better than this, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, like real-time chatting that's not like a house phone.
Exactly.
How long have you been playing on the Xbox 360?
I've been playing the 360, I want to say, as far as I can remember, it was like March 2006, I want to say. I think one of the first games that I played was like Perfect Dark Zero, Call of Duty 2, and I think American Wasteland as well.
Damn. American Wasteland, hell yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that's dope. You've been on it for like almost 2 decades now at this point.
Yeah, now you think about it, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's going to be 2 decades, what, next year? Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah. And as a content creator yourself, you know, you do predominantly PS3, also Xbox original, and as well as the 360. Why do you decide to still stay on these consoles, despite them being outdated and, you know, just quote-unquote not up to par spec-wise to the modern consoles, as well as, you know, the games themselves? Why do you stick in this environment, so to speak?
Yeah, so I think it really boils down to 2 aspects. I'll say the first one, obviously, is like nostalgia. I think anyone that grew up in this generation, like our generation and even the generation before that, would recognize just how like special the 360 and the PlayStation 3 era was in terms of exclusivities, in terms of like AAA titles just kind of meeting the standards or even exceeding our standards at the time. So I think a lot of that is going back to the simpler times and the simpler era of just popping a disc into your Xbox and playing it versus waiting an hour for it to install. But I would say that another aspect of why I like going back to this era so much is that, you know, as I get older, I start to appreciate the simpler things in life. You know, modern AAA games try to get you into so much crap, like battle passes, unlocking so much shit, and it's almost as if you're always grinding consistently. And I think that sometimes it feels more like a job than it is to be fun. And at the end of the day, I just want to play something that I can sit down, relax, have a beer, and just turn my mind off for like an hour or two. I find that with modern AAA games today, I don't find that's really a thing anymore. At least in my case. I still play them, don't get me wrong. But that's kind of why I like the older generation consoles so much, because it's just, I guess it's more therapeutic, if that makes any sense. And it just feels like they appreciate your time as a gamer more than they do nowadays.
Yeah, I agree. For example, like modern Call of Duty, like it's, especially with the skill-based matchmaking, it's like super sweaty. So if you were to work a 9 to 5, you just want to relax at the end of a hard days of work. It's pretty much hard unless you want to really tune in all your focus into a game that you pretty much don't have enough energy to do after a long day.
Exactly, and with the whole skill-based matchmaking stuff, it just kind of makes it more, you know, more tedious, right? It's like designed to basically just wear you down and make everything sweaty and give you the illusion that you're actually doing better, but in reality you're not. It's just a game tailoring based off your playstyle, and I don't know, it just, me, it's not the same.
Exactly.
I don't like it. I reject it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm with you though on that one.
You kind of already answered it, but just to really point it down, is this specifically just a nostalgic aspect that makes that whole generation better, or was it actually a better time for a gamer to live in the climax of the 2000s, beginning 2010s era of gaming? Was it actually better than today's world of gaming, or is it just based off nostalgia?
I would make the argument that it was absolutely better, and I think that most people would probably tend to agree, especially people like lived for that era, because you know, if you look at today with the Switch 2, it's being priced at like $600 plus. You know, back in the 2000s, Nintendo was always an affordable console at like the $200 range. I think the $250 for the Nintendo Wii. Gaming was more affordable. It was more accessible. You had developers and publishers that are willing to take on more risks and do more ballsier titles. Like, I'll just give you an example. Back in like 2007, you had Clive Barker's Jericho. You had BioShock, Mass Effect, Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, Time Shift. All these games were all outside Mass Effect, were all first-person shooters, but they had their own distinct identity. If you compare it to first-person shooters that come out today, not many of them have their own identity and are not really pushing the boundary. They almost feel like they're a carbon copy of each other, or take so much influence to where they don't feel different. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love this era so much, is that publishers, the game budgets weren't so bloated, so they could take risks, and that, you know, we had more experimental titles. Today, it's almost like as if they're kind of risk adverse because it's gotten so expensive. They just try to find whatever works. And unfortunately, I think that's one of the reasons why people are so burnt out and stagnated because of it. And,
Yeah, I agree, because I believe like around the 2000s, specifically the 7th generation, honestly, it was the shift between like the gaming industry going from like, you know, like a side hobby to like quite mainstream, because nowadays, you know, the gaming industry is one of the biggest industries in the world, and there's billions if not trillions of dollars into it, which, you know, really makes the companies have just dollar signs in their eyeballs when making games, which is unfortunate.
100%, and I guess that's always existed, especially with Microsoft, right? They never really had the reputation of being the most non-greediest company, but it almost seemed like back in the 2000s, especially with the 360, they had something to prove, you know? They're giving value to the consumer because they're still an underdog at the time. And I think that's why the 360 was so great, because you got so much for, you know, $300 whenever it came out, and compared to the PlayStation 3. So, I think competition is a good thing. In today's modern industry, we don't really have that. I think as a consumer, it's a negative because we're paying more for less.
Thank you, brother Mach 3. I appreciate your time, bro.
My pleasure, man. Thank you for having me on, dude.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you.
Shout out Kobatine.
Shout out Mach 3.
H.
All right. Last interview / interaction I've had, honestly, took me by complete surprise. And I do believe conversations and interactions like these are no coincidence. And I think you'll see why. Oh, this is good. This guy, Rave420, has a mic. Oh, yo, Rave. Nice Stormtrooper skin. Can you hear me, bro? Jump if you hear me. Dude, he has a mic. He has to join, bro. Please, man. Oh? Yo. I don't hear you if you're trying to talk.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up?
How's it going?
It's good. You've been my favorite YouTuber for a really long time, Cole.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I subbed to your channel like a few years back. I subbed to your channel, and I try and watch all your videos after I come home from school.
Wow, I really appreciate you, man.
Like right after I come home, I always check on your videos.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot. I'm in the middle of making a video, and I was just going around trying to talk to Xbox 360 players, and I thought if you'd be down to be like interviewed, I'd just ask you a couple questions and stuff.
I'd be down. I'm fine with it. I really want to be in a video. My dream is to like be a professional YouTuber in a video, or like be in a video with like a professional YouTuber, or like because like I just don't like, I get bullied a lot at school because like I have really bad eye issues, and like I can't play any sports, and so people make fun of me.
Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck them. And I can't afford any new consoles, so I've just been staying on my 360.
Nah, it's all good, bro. You know, in life, people are always going to be bullying and just wanting to put other people down, but you just have to, you know, pray to God and just be a good person. And honestly, bro, you just got to roll through the punches. That's what life is about, you know? There's always going to be people like that, and you can never let them like fuck with you like that, you know? Just always be a good person, have good friends around, and Yeah, man.
Like so many people out here like making fun of me in my school because like, oh you're too poor, you can't get a new console, ha ha ha. Like they don't know what I've been through. They don't know my life.
No, exactly, and they don't even know how great these consoles are compared to new ones. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I know you can't afford a new console, but is there a reason why you prefer like the Xbox 360 compared to other consoles?
Because like it's less laggy overall, and also it's just like it's just fun. Like it's fun to like search for people to like hang out with, you know. Like on the 360, unlike and also there are people who are less racist and less rude. Because at my friend's house, one time I went to my friend's house, he had an Xbox One, and I played games with him, and this random dude just started like calling me the N-word on Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Like
damn.
people just keep cursing a lot and being way more rude overall on the new shit.
It used to be like very bad like that, like a long time ago on the Xbox 360, like Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and stuff. But I get what you mean.
It's kind of like easier for me to like play on because like my eye issues and stuff. It's like the settings are kind of easier to change for me. It's just easier for me to use overall, like the UI and stuff.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, and these new consoles are just 10 times harder to get used to.
Yeah. How long have you been playing the Xbox 360 for?
I got it for my birthday when I was like 5 years old. Like since I was 5 years old.
Nice.
Now I'm almost.
Hell yeah. And is there a reason why you like to play Minecraft on the 360? Like, is it a better like version, in your opinion, or like do you still like to play Bedrock or Java?
In my opinion, it's a better version. It's like the only version I ever even played, and it's a good version because it has mini games and stuff, and it has like the festive world. It got like the tutorial. The new versions don't have a tutorial. And,
Yeah.
Like I just prefer the older ones.
Yeah. In your opinion, is there anything that makes the Xbox 360 special compared to other consoles and the games? Like, is there something that this console and these games have that other platforms and games don't?
The Xbox 360 has a lot of personality compared to some other consoles. Like, it has like a certain charm to it that, in my opinion, no other console can replicate. And the games are just really fun. Let's be honest.
Hell yeah. That's great, bro. Yeah, it sounds something like I would say, like, exactly. I'd say the exact same thing. Has a lot of personality, the UI, the avatars, the marketplace when it was open, the music in the avatar store. It's the gamer picks. I find it was really different.
Honestly, I didn't really get the chance to buy much stuff on the avatar store. I mean, I at one point I saved up enough money to buy a Call of Duty shirt, the Black Ops 2 logo. That's the only thing I could ever buy from the avatar store. And like I bought like one skin pack on the Minecraft thing, which is the Star Wars skin pack with the Stormtrooper.
Hell yeah, bro. I saw that when I came in the lobby. It's hella swag.
Yeah, and I mean I did get a few games, but like I had to like scrape my money together. I bought this all with my own money, and then these people are out here like telling me that I should just move on. The marketplace closed, the online's gonna shut down. Just move on, bro. Just get a new console. But like I'm not gonna get a new console until my 360 red rings. And even if it does red rings, I'll do everything in my power to repair it. I had it pretty much all my life, and I have like the slim version.
Yeah, me
the
too.
360. Yep. It's honestly one of the best versions, and I hate how people nowadays are just saying like, oh, you should move on. Like, I don't want to move on. It's fun for me.
Yeah, I agree. I just think the whole era and the whole like the games and the console is just better. Obviously not like, you know, like physically, like, you know, the new consoles are more powerful and etc. But you know, there's less like battle passes, microtransactions. The games were simpler.
Yeah, I mean there is, but they aren't like all like in your face. I mean like Black Ops 2 had a lot of skins and stuff. I remember, gun skins. But like you didn't have to. They weren't like shoved in your face. They were like more off to the side, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. What's your favorite 360 game? Do you have a favorite game?
Battle Block Theater. Definitely
Hell
Battle Block Theater.
I used to play that a lot back then. But is there any games that you want to get like physically, like any 360 games that if you had money you would get? Like if you go to like a pawn shop or something.
I would definitely get Call of Duty 2.
Nice.
Like, if I could, I'd get Call of Duty 2 and like Modern Warfare. But,
Hell yeah.
I mean, but honestly, I'm not the type of person who wants to spend all their money, because like I've experienced severe poverty. I experienced at one point my family was like in a pretty bad place at one point. So I just try and save all my money. I don't wanna have to like I don't wanna be too greedy about anything. I don't wanna like I always try to save my money. I never wasted my money on like games and stuff. I try to spend all of it wisely. Like,
I understand. That's very wise and responsible for you at your age, especially, bro. That's very cool.
Now I have enough money to like get by. We finally got like a house. Now we don't have to live in an apartment anymore.
Yeah.
And we're doing much better now.
Oh yeah, man. I'm very happy for you guys.
Like, when I was going through a really hard time, your videos made me feel better. Your videos made me feel like everything's okay.
Oh, that really means a lot, bro. I really appreciate you, man. You don't understand how much that means to me, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's why I keep doing these videos, you know?
Yeah, and I honestly hate how so many people are just out here like, the Xbox 360 is a bad console, you shouldn't, like, just upgrade. Now that you have money, you should upgrade. I think that's wrong. I think we should just let people live their lives. If people want to have old consoles, let them. You know?
Amen, brother.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you what, Dean the Bean?
Yeah. Like, since y'all are putting this on YouTube, can you shout out to my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure, bro.
It's called Dean the Bean. DINDABEAN.
Well, here, bro. I'll tell you what. Honestly, bro, I really appreciate you, bro. And if you have PayPal or something, bro, I'd be willing to send you a couple bucks so you could get like Call of Duty 2 or a Call of Duty game, like you said, bro. Like, honestly, man, I would really love to do that. Like, genuinely.
Honestly, you're a really good person and you're a really good YouTuber, and the fact that you that somehow we managed to bump into each other really means a lot to me.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like, you're the only YouTuber who I've found on YouTube who doesn't clickbait, who doesn't lie in their videos, who doesn't lie in their thumbnails, who actually makes like genuinely good content.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
These other new age YouTubers suck ass. They scam people. You're the only person who doesn't scam people for no reason.
Thanks, bro. I would never do that, man. I would never do that. But I'm making a pretty funny video for April Fools. It's gonna be called "How to Get Banned on Xbox Live." It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Send me your PayPal or something through a message. I'll send it right away right now.
Yeah, if I get PayPal, I don't have PayPal or nothing right now.
I mean, is your Xbox Live Gold running out anytime soon?
No, I mean, I had I'm on a free trial. I'm on a free trial right now.
Oh shit! So like for 2 days or something, or 2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, for like 2 weeks.
What's all good, bro? I can send you a 3-month code.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Thanks, man.
Hold up, bro. I'll send you a code right now. Give me a sec.
I just want to say you're like a really good dude. You're a really chill guy.
Thanks, bro.
Like, your videos are honestly the thing that inspired me to keep going when I was in a bad time.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what it's about, man. You know, like in life, bro, as crazy as it sounds, but you do need pain in life, you know? That's what builds character, and that's what's going to make your story very, influential and very impactful, you know? And one day you're just going to be, looking back and how far you've come. And that's why everything happens for a reason, man. You know, I really, preach, praying to God, and doing prayers and stuff is really important, having him in your life. And just having good people and being a good person, the universe is really gonna retaliate back to you in a good way, positive karma, you know. Trust me, bro, I've been in crazy places, bro. I have not said it all publicly, but man, there's been some crazy stories in my life, bro, and everything happens for a reason.
Yep. Amen, bro.
Okay, I'm sending the code right now.
Thanks, bro.
No problem, man.
Hold up. I gotta go real quick. I'll see you later.
Alrighty, bro. Have a good one. Nice to meet you.
Peace out,
bro. That's it with Ray 420, man. Dude, I did not expect that at all. Wow. What a conversation, man. And I honestly thought that was so important. You know, when he was talking about his eye issues, these consoles, as you said, you know, were easier on his eyes. Some people, like my girlfriend, Kobalina, you know, unfortunately, she suffers from seizures, and flashes and too much shit on the screen can really, like, you know, not make her feel good. So people with underlying conditions seemingly do better with these older games and consoles where there's not too much stuff going on. Also, really, it's subjective and depends what game you play, but yeah, dude, like, I don't even know what to say, man. That's why I love to do these videos, like, to impact homies like him, to give people strength, to keep people distracted sometimes in a positive way from the bullshit in life, you know, whether it's from getting bullied or losing a job or breaking up with your girlfriend. Like, everyone needs a distraction, and there's different outlets on how to make your life better. The fact that my videos really impact him mean a whole bunch, honestly. I hope he has a blast on that 3 months now. 3 months Xbox Live. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I thought it was a pretty unique and interesting video topic idea, just to ask Xbox 360 players questions regarding the 360 and why it was so great and how it compares to modern gaming today. And before I go, once again, if you want to support your boy beyond a like and comment, let alone your precious time, consider becoming a certified Koba Gang member by joining the YouTube membership. 3 levels, multiple perks at an affordable price. But with that being said, thank you guys for reaching the end of the video. And if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, swag on, stay lit. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.